Okay, I am about to complete my geometry homework for this weekend. And I know I need to work really hard on this because I know that I have a quiz. A little like mini quiz the next time that I have class. Okay, so, this first problem. Given the equation 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 36y plus 160 equals 0. Complete the square. Oh, I do remember doing that in class. We just learned that. To write in graphing form. Oh, I think I know what that form is. Then identify the center and the radius. So I've got that part. I know how to do that one to successfully graph a circle. I think I can do these pieces. I think I can do all of this, but I think I know the center of the radius and the graph of a circle if I know what graphing form is. Kind of forgetting what exactly graphing form is, but I am lucky enough to have already opened up a page from this week. So let me see. We learned it. I did watch this video. I learned it on the first day of this past week. So let me see. Let me open up the presentation that my teacher did. I remember all of this. I remember this. Did I miss it? No. Yeah, we graphed it. Yeah, and then we came up with the equation. That was a little confusing. We came up with the equation. It was this. I remember this. Okay, and HK. Oh yeah, and the equation had minuses, right? Because it was kind of like a parabola when we learned about those in Algebra 1. And it was, this told me if it was going right and left, and this told me if it was going up and down, and it always started at 0, 0, and then we were shifting it. And then it was the radius squared. Oh yeah, my teacher compared it to, so this was just like the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so I'm gonna write that equation on my paper. So let's see. You know what? I think I might write it in the top of my paper. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. I'm glad I looked at my notes for that. And it said that HK was the center, and then R was the radius. Cool. I should also write my name on my paper. Awesome. Okay, so completing the square, that was a little tricky. And I think that there was something special about it if A and B, I think those were the letters, well, whatever those were, those coefficients in front of x squared and y squared, if those weren't 1, what was I supposed to do? Well, no stress. I can open that up. Whoops. I can open that up too, can't I? I'll go ahead and open that presentation up. We just did this on this day. Okay, it's a little slow. Yep, I remember that warm up. Oh, these animations. Okay. We already knew this. Oh, yeah, there was that too. Yeah, then we need to expand it. I remember this. We multiplied out those binomials. And we got it in expanded form. But yeah, the numbers in front of x squared and y squared were 1 there, right? I didn't see them, so that means they were 1. Okay. Oh yeah, A and B have to be equal. Were A and B equal? Let me check my worksheet. Yeah, they're both 2. Okay, so it's definitely a circle. You've got to be able to go backwards, but how? And that was where my teacher taught us completing the square. Yeah. Oh yeah, factoring. That stuff was a little hard. Oh yeah. I remember that. Okay. Oh, we did an example where it wasn't. Yeah, here. And I remember what my teacher did. My teacher said she like pulled out the 2 and then said you could also just divide everything by 2 so that it goes away. And it's like a scale, right? Because we have an equation. So I could actually divide everything by that value. Right, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I think that's how I'll start this problem. I think I'll do that. When we did it in class, it worked, and then it looked like all the other problems. So I'm hoping it works here too. So I'll divide everything I need. Oh man, I wanted to use a new pretty color. There we go. Everything by 2. And that will give me x squared plus y squared. There we go. Let's see. Negative 36 divided by 2. I think I know that. Half of 36 is 18. Negative 18y. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So plus 80 equals 0. Okay. So I think I'm only going to have to complete the square once. Because I don't have an x term. Right? I only have an x squared term. So that must mean that it doesn't go right or left at all. Okay, so I have x squared plus, and then we're supposed to group these. And I have to add something to it to make this a perfect square. And then I'll move that 80 to the other side by using the inverse operation, which I think is subtraction. Yeah, subtraction. Okay. So we went through a whole process. We need to, for the two numbers that multiply to something and add to negative 18, they have to be the same number. Right, so it's something like, what would they be? Negative 9, right? Negative 9 plus negative 9 is 18, so this could be an 81. But I have to do it to this side too. Yeah, that makes sense, because I couldn't have a negative over here, because that's r squared. Oh, yeah. Okay, oh no, I'm almost running out of room. X squared plus y minus 9 squared. I factored it. It's nice when I can factor and it's a perfect square. I guess that's the point of completing the square, though. Equals to negative 80 plus 81 is 1. Oh my gosh, I got it in standard form. That was so great. All I needed to do was I had to go back and look at some of the PowerPoints, but that was great. And then this means, let's see, HK, the center, it doesn't go left or right at all, so that's 0. And it goes the K value, y minus K, y minus 9. So 9 goes up 9. So I've got 0, 9. Oh no, that's off the grid. I hate when they do that. And the radius is the square root of 1, which in this case is 1. So this is going to be like a teeny tiny circle. I'll go right 1, over 1. I'm sorry, right 1, up 1, down 1, left 1. I don't have to find any more points, but I need to make sure that this looks more or less like a circle. That was pretty good. Better than my teacher sometimes does. And I got my circle. Okay, that wasn't so bad when I looked at my notes. I feel like I can do the rest of this. So let's see, what's part 1? Use the given information to write the equation of the circle in graphing form. Oh, I could totally do this. Here I'm given a graph. So if I can find the center and the radius, I can definitely write the equation now that I have it on the top of my paper. Same thing here. Well, this is weird. Oh, but there's this hint. And this is appropriate. Pi Day just happened. Cool. Okay. So we haven't really talked about area, but they did give me the formula to find area. So I think I can definitely do this. I won't have any issues because this will let me find the radius. Oh, that's kind of a neat extension. Let's see. Okay, and then these two are like the ones that I already did. I have to do completing the square to write it in standard form or graphing form, and then identify the center and the radius. I just don't have to graph. Sweet. Maybe I'll practice graphing because that's good practice because I know I have a mini quiz next time I have class. Okay, this is kind of weird how it's written out, but it's not a big deal. I can definitely move things around, right? I can add x squared to both sides and add y squared, add 6x, and subtract 2y. And then it's just going to equal 0, right? I can just put everything on one side, and then I can do it. Then it looks a lot more like the ones that we did in class. Okay, cool. I can totally do this. This is definitely reasonable. Awesome. I'm so excited to finish my homework.